Hello everybody, it's Lillian Suarez. Welcome to my videos and any videos that you've seen, and obviously being here with me today in this intro video for my newest class, which I like to call the Anatomy of a Mediumship Reading. I'm very excited to have focused and work with the spirit world as well as a mentor and teacher to come up with things that I felt were very, very important to be able to feel that you have a foundation and a relationship with the spirit world at the same time. Unfoldment of the foundation of your mediumship is very important, because without that, obviously there wouldn't be a mediumship reading. But once you receive that foundation, you begin to unfold your relationship with the spirit world. And at that point, it is very important to understand how you feel when they can see you, when they can feel you, when they've come near to you, when they've actually come so strongly with their presence that you're feeling as if you've become the voice of that memory, the vision of that memory, the emotions of that memory, and how to navigate that, and how to really allow the sitter to feel the presence of that soul once again in a very loving way. Obviously detached from the mind and into the no mind, which I like to call mind and no mind, so conscious mind and subconscious mind. So the first thing that I cover in this class with my lovely student teacher Erica Mark, she'll be in this class and she'll be student teaching, is grounding the physical body, the spiritual body, and spiritual hygiene. So grounding is simply allowing yourself to be rooted so that your physical body is still very present in the readings, but allowing yourself to come into harmony with the interaction of your physical body and your spiritual body during a reading or any type of spiritual work. Because again, the physical body tends to be more dense, so it has to be grounded. And then the spirit body will ascend and go into those places of attunement for whatever the needs are for the sitter. Every sitter has different needs. Every sitter is going into a different place in the reading as you are, and a spirit is coming into attune with you. So that is the interaction that the physical body would have, right, with the spiritual body. And you want to do that in harmony. You don't want the physical body to be, to say to you, what the heck are you doing to me? This is too much for me. So how can you allow the physical body to attune to the frequency, to hold a stronger and longer link? And that's what I'll bring to you. Grounding would be a part of that, understanding the physical body and the spiritual body as well, and the spiritual hygiene, and what helps to disallow the physical body from feeling extremely tired, headaches, depletedness, and just knocking you out for days when you're developing as a medium, because your physical body obviously is enduring higher frequencies and attuning to them. And obviously it has to do it gradually, because you don't want to be tired. You still have this human life to live, even as a medium or a reader, or whatever it is the journey that you're embarking on spiritually. The second week we talk about, because this is a 5-week course, so that would be week 1, we'll talk about the blending, the melding, the merging, and the sitting in the power. So sitting with your power and understanding your own power is extremely important, so that you can identify the power, or shall we say the essence, the spirit of the visiting spirits that are coming in when they're coming in. So if you can know yourself and your power, then you can understand their essence when they've come in. So blending is when the spirit world can see and feel you. And this is just, how I like to bring it to my students. Everybody has different ways that they can connect with different phases in a mediumship reading. These are mine. So blending is when the spirit world can feel and see you. How do you get to that state? How does that feel? Melding is when a soul has drawn near to you for the sitter and you're open to work. And it's kind of like the mentality is there. So what happens in that stage? And then merging is when the presence is a bit more close. So the presence is coming in, the personality is coming in, the mentality, and you're traveling with the emotion, the voice, and the vision of that memory, so that we can really bring the presence of that soul to the sitter. So again, we're traveling with the emotion, with the voice, and the vision of that memory to bring it alive for the sitter. On week 3, we talk about bottom line and opening and closing. So bottom line, what is your intention as a medium with your guides and also the spirit world. How do we communicate with them and ask them for what it is our needs are, and also leave it open-ended so that they're able to work with us as mediums. So how do they choose us to work with? How do we work with them? And then what role does the guides play in that process? And bottom line is our foundation. What has our experience been? Inviting our team of helpers in, thanking them, and then that bottom line growing based on your experience. For example, protector guide, be there for me if I forget to pull my aura in. And again, this is my philosophy, my beliefs. Everybody has their own. But a lot of times we'll be working and then we'll okay, I gotta go, thank you. And all of a sudden you're feeling depleted. It's because you've stayed open to receive everybody's thoughts, emotions, environment, because you forgot to kind of bring that aura into that normal state. And then opening, how do you open? You know, what's a nice way to open to the spirit world, to draw them in comfortably in a positive way? You know, what can you do for them to feel more comfortable to be with you and to go on this beautiful exchange of energy and love that they're bringing in for the sitter without your human mind and your human opinion being involved, right? What is a self-talk that you can do? What is a process that you can have? And again, it's not going to bring your mediumship on. If you're a medium, you're a medium. If you're connecting with spirit, you're connecting with spirit. But what are very positive ways that we can open and close so that the spirit world feels so thankful and gratitude, and you do as well as the sitter? What are things that we can do to bring that into that positive place to allow that reading to flow gracefully? And week 4, we talk about our equipment. You know, completing our clairs and bringing in more than one visiting spirit. So completing our clairs is obviously being able to travel with the emotion, travel with the voice, and travel with the vision of that memory. What is the mechanics of that? You know, how do we understand when we're in each one? And why does the visiting spirit choose the way to come in and use you that they do? Through the feeling, through the emotions, again, through the voice, through the vision. How do they choose one? What determines that? What strengthens that, right? And then navigating through more than one soul coming in. You might have a grandmother and a grandfather coming in. You might have a grandmother and a grandmother. They want to come in together. You might have a brother and a sister. How do you work with that as well as all the other souls? Because in a reading, we tend to, in the beginning of our development, want to connect to just one because that's just what we're like, we can handle, or that we feel that is our intent. But really, when you're coming out to the spirit world, pushing your colors out, you should see everyone that's there and work through those loved ones for the sitter. So there should always now, in my belief, be more than one soul in a reading for your sitter. Last but not least, in week 5, we work on building a relationship with the spirit world and allowing them to build one with us. So week 5 is really all about learning to navigate different types of situations that the spirit world can bring when they're coming in to a reading. You know, passing a certain way, having things to say that they like to express, as well as the sitter. So you can have a sitter that never had a reading. You can read someone that's a skeptic. You can, you know, read someone that's altered. Sometimes that happens in groups, believe it or not. So different type of situations where you have to learn to navigate because it's not the norm. For this in a situation with the sitter, but as well as the spirit world. So we're going to be working one-on-one with the spirit world and communing with them and sitting with them and asking them questions. It's going to be like their classroom, and we're opening up the stage for them to speak to us and to bring us into those different situations and scenarios firsthand, so we can attune and we can feel it as a medium. So basically coming out of the reading and really working with the spirit world separate from the readings, because really, really, truly, they're the most important teachers that we can have. They really, truly are, because they're the ones coming in. They're the ones leading us to travel with that emotion, that voice, and that vision of that memory that they're bringing forward to bring their soul alive, to touch the sitter. So the more that the medium can strengthen their relationship with the spirit world, the more that the sitter will benefit, obviously, from the reading. And the healing will take place in both worlds, not only this world, but the next. So I'm really looking forward to teaching this class, and more excited because I'll have a student teacher with me that will be learning how to teach it as well. So you'll have two teachers. Erica is a working medium, and she has so much to offer as well. So you'll have her view, my view, and many things that will bring to the surface. So we're very excited. Along with the class, you get added to a student chat, a classroom, and a community. So after the class, you're not left alone. We're actually allowing you to continue to do practice readings within that community. So once my student, always my student, because you will have access to the community, you'll have access to working with your classmates still. So after the ending of the class, you will have a place to continue to flex those muscles, because again, you can take a class, but you have to obviously meld and merge what you've learned slowly, allowing yourself to really be observant to not just the sitters and the experiences in the reading for you as a medium, but also the spirit world, and learning to sit with them and expand with them and come back and do it again. So again, I thank you guys for being here with me in this intro video for the anatomy of a mediumship reading. I'm very excited to bring this to you guys, and I'm very sure that it will bring a difference into your mediumship, because it has for many of my students. Again, this is a 5-week online course, and it's designed to bring you to a stronger understanding of the process of a mediumship reading to strengthen your mediumship. We welcome beginners, intermediates, and advanced. So again, or working mediums, it's for all levels, because it's a strengthening class. So how do we strengthen what is already there? Class will begin August 1st. So that'll be the very first class, and I'm sure I'll have many. So this will be the intro video for all the classes in the future after August 1st. And it will be held on Wednesdays from 7 to 9 Central Standard Time. Again, 7 to 9 Central Standard Time. And this will be online on Zoom online conferencing. Each class will be recorded. You will be in a classroom. So all of the handouts will be in the files in there. All of the recordings will be there. It will be available to you forevermore. So it will not go away. And the registration for this class is $250, and it can be paid via PayPal. We do offer payment plans for you guys too, so you just got to talk to us. So if you're guided and interested in strengthening your mediumship reading and understanding the spirit world and allowing them to be a little bit more present in your readings, this is the class for you. Again, when you decide to take a class, make sure that it's what you're wanting and what feels right to you. You're using your intuition and following it. It can sound good, but if it doesn't feel good, don't take the class. Take it because it feels right to you, and you're really drawn to that in your development at this moment. So again, I thank you guys. I welcome again Erica Marks as my student teacher for this class, and I'm very, very, very excited. Registration is open now, and I look forward to working with all those that are guided in August and any future classes. Bye for now. This is Lillian Suarez, and I have gratitude for your presence in this video. Thank you.